Hey guys, Kevin the Comic Doctor coming to you with another massive CGC unboxing. Guys, I'm Kevin the Comic Doctor. I'm a comic book presser. I'm also an authorized CGC dealer located way up in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. And like I said earlier, this is another CGC unboxing video. I am back, my friends. Little time off, I guess, to convalesce after my eye surgery. Things are looking... pardon the pun, I guess. Things are looking good. The eye is healing. It's looking all right. And the vision is much better. All those nasty floaters and debris are gone. My doctor is a magician. And still not 100%, still, recovering. It's going to take some time, but I'm doing really well. And I'm glad you're here. Over the while I was off, many CGC boxes came in. I have 5 here. I have 2 more that are also in the wings, ready to go. But I figured I'd do those 2 on Monday or Tuesday. Got to have some more boxes for later in the week. But we have 5 boxes, guys. That translates to about 125 books to share with all of you. Now, also, guys, a few days ago, I also did a video that outlined the many gifts and giveaways that will be going out to some lucky viewers on my 2,000 subscriber celebration video, and that is going to happen this coming weekend. That's my plan. Not this weekend, but the weekend, like next weekend, the last weekend of March, I guess. That's when it's going to happen. So I will put an official thumbnail title on the YouTube, so you can mark it in your calendar, because to win in that giveaway, you have to be here live to participate. Anyways, you got a few guys already here. I know it's a Friday night. Happy St. Patrick's Day for those of you that celebrate St. Patty's Day. And you know what? We better get going, because like I said, 125 books. And like always, my friends, if you have any questions about comic book pressing, comic book collecting, comic book conservation, fandom, whatever, you can ask those questions right here live in my chat. You can see the chat going on probably right over there, and you can participate as well. In fact, I'd love to have you participate, but you have to be a subscriber to do so. So if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, and after a minute or so, you can jump in the conversation with us as well. And I will go over to the chat room as my stack of comics grows. You'll understand what I mean once we get there. All right, guys, let's get to it. 20 of you guys here. Also, remember, as you come on in, hit that like button. It does help the analytics out quite a bit. All right. Without further ado, let's get to my overhead cam. Here we go. We start off with a 9.8, which I like. A Spider-Man Ultimate Comics Spider-Man #1 in a 9.8. We also have, and I've got to really check these babies for cracks, a 9.4 copy of Superhero Marvel Secret Wars #8. All right. We also have a copy of Uncanny X-Men 282 in a 9.8. All right. We also have an X-Men #4 in a 9.8. First appearance of Omega Red. We have also a Killing Joke first print. Like to see it in a 9.8. When I get a copy of the Killing Joke, and if the book has not been read, these books generally don't, if they've been taken care of, mind you, they don't usually need any work. Sometimes there's some fingerprints that can be buffed off pretty easily, but essentially, if the book hasn't been read, these ones oftentimes don't even need to be pressed, which is really cool. I do not want to lose my invoices. I can put my invoices over here. All right, so we get a Killing Joke. We'll do one more. We've got a nice copy of X-Men 100 in a, oops, sorry about that, in a 9.4. Got a Friday night CGC unboxing. One more will fit, I think. We've got a She-Hulk, Sensational She-Hulk #1 in an 8.5. All right, now my stack is what I'm saying. The stack gets high. I have to kind of reconfigure my setup here, repack them, and I'll bring the other ones over. In the meantime, let's go over to the chat room. Let's see who is in the house with me today. And my chat window is right there. I think Warren was here first today. Warren says, yes, someone on the CGC Comic Fans gave you a shout out today. Nice to see the home team represent. Well, yes. Thank you. Thanks, Sean. Yeah, I think Sean, I think Warren is referring to the Facebook page or the Facebook group CGC Comic Fans. Yeah, it's nice to be shouted out over there on Facebook. I don't have a huge presence on Facebook. I don't spend a lot of time over on Facebook. I spend more time over here on YouTube, Instagram, But Facebook, yeah, I don't get involved in the. I don't have time to be talking on those groups every day for hours a day. Unfortunately, I wish I had time to sell stuff on Facebook. I don't have time for that either. Who else is here? Rob Bin says he's ready to win. Well, Rob, it won't be today, but very soon. Very soon, Rob. I really hope. The P-Man is here. Hi, all. Hi, Kev. Hope the eye is healing nicely and glad to have you back, my friend. Thank you, P-Man. Glad to be back. Been itching to do this stream, but I still wasn't, I still had an air bubble in my eye up till yesterday morning, and it finally went away. So today I said, okay, hot damn, it's happening. So thanks, glad you're here, and thanks for the sentiment. James is here, the Real Hyperion. How you doing, James? C-Ax says, get well soon, my guy. I am well on my way. Thank you, Peter Hurd. Welcome back, Kevin. Thank you, Peter. C-Ax says, I'm loving the energy, got me feeling goofy. Good stuff. Be goofy, my friend. Nothing wrong with that. Warren Meredith, hey all, setting up an auction on Stacy's playground. Once it gets approved, we'll send the link when I get it. All right, Warren. So Warren's having a big sale, guys. So mark it in your calendar. Warren, give us the details, and we'll be sure to check in. All right, let's keep going, guys. Got lots of books to get through. 7.5 copy, newsstand copy, actually Canadian price variant, I believe. Is it not? Is that not a Canadian price variant of Marvel Superhero Secret Wars number 8? We also have a 9/8 copy of Blade, the Vampire Hunter number 1. A lot of moderns in this batch, guys. We've got another She-Hulk book. This is from the original series, though. This is a She-Hulk number 1 and an 8.0. Not bad, not bad. 9.4 copy Joker number 1. The white pager, too, which is pretty sick. We also have a 9.6 copy of Daredevil 183. And a 9.4 copy, white pages again, of X-Men 131. Second appearance of Dazzler. Whoops. And a 9.4 copy, newsstand edition of Web of Spider-Man number 1. There we go. My stack is yet again very high, so I will pack these babies up. So I'll try to put them back in the box this time. And we'll go back to your chat and see what you guys are talking about. Justin, how you doing, Justin? Good to see, pun intended, that your eye is doing well. Well, you can see my eye. It's not, this is my eye here, and you can see some of the remnants of the red there. That's where they punctured the eye to go in, right? It was pretty gross. But man, oh man, I tell you, if you know anybody that's suffering from floaters, people always joke about, oh, it's in your head. No, it's not in your head, man. These floaters are pretty, they can be very debilitating. And I can't believe how, like, I was just driving today, actually this morning for the first time in a long time, and I'm like, wow. Not having that debris and those distractions, it just makes, was a fantastic. So happy that those damn things are gone. Warren says, oh, I said that already. Let's keep going down. Moneyball's here. How you doing, Moneyball? It's the Comic Doctor. It's the Moneyball Comics. How are you? Glad your books arrived to Sarasota safe and sound. Wayne is here, the Blue Wrench. Once again, my notification didn't work. That's strange. Very strange. Peter G, happy St. Patrick's Day, Kevin, et al. And that goes to you as well, Pete. Okay, I'm going to change the live mode. Here we go. It's now in live mode. Did I screw everything up? I hope not. It's now in live mode. But thanks very much, Wayne. Appreciate it. And I'm glad to be back. Scott Riley. Hello, everyone. Hello, Scott. Mike's here. Top of the morning. Top of the morning. Lottie, good to see you. Marty P is here. Good stuff. Kev, how you doing? Good. Marty, your books are off the CGC, by the way, in case you were wondering. Specialty. I got before... earlier this week, I did a box. I got a box ready. It was very slow going. I had this thing in my eye. I had that bubble in my eye. It was really hard to do the work, but I kind of closed my eyes and got through it. I got about 85 books shipped out. Marty, your little batch was one of them. Specialty Comics. Good to see you at almost 100%. Yeah, I'd say I'm probably like pretty damn close. I'm up there. And Wayne said CPV. Oh, really? I thought it was okay. Wrong again. So it's just a newsstand copy then we're talking about there. All right, we got some older books, guys. For those of you that are sick and tired of moderns, well, here's some Silver Age. We've got a Strange Tales number 158 and a 5-0. We have got an ASM 40 in a 7.0. Nice copy of this Key Romita book right there. Oh, wow. Nice 8.5 copy of ASM 44. Another one. Do we have more of those? Oh, nice. We've got a 7.0 copy of number 22. That is pretty sick. Now, this one here, as you'll notice, was a miscut, because you think, oh, couldn't you fix that, Kev? Couldn't you rearrange the spine? Well, we were playing with it, but as you can see on the back, it's just not cut. Oh, sorry. There we go. It's not cut properly. And while we did adjust it somewhat, we couldn't get rid of it completely without making it look really awkward. So it's as good as it's going to get. It got a 7.0, so I was pretty happy with that. We also got a 6.0 copy of Amazing Spider-Man number 17, the early ASM book, in a 6.0. A grade you don't have to scoff at. It's quite a nice grade, actually, I would say. Moving right along, we also have a copy of Judge Dredd number 1 in a 9.6. I have been seeing this book coming through a little more frequently as of late. You know what? I'm going to restack these ones because I'm out of room. Let's go back to the chat. Boom. All right. Michael Edmund says, what is Stacy's Playground? Meredith, that one is for you. CPV is $1. We talked about that already. Michael says, She-Hulk, Joker, keep the green theme going. Yeah, for St. Patty's Day, you might as well. Wow, I can finally see the other cars. Yeah, I know. It's nice. Wayne's got it. Mike Moneyball says, so glad to hear you're doing better. Yes, I was this time last week. I was still kind of concerned, you know, even while you're convalescing, you know, like I was freaking out yesterday. I went to the eye doctor yesterday to have my follow-up, and the eye pressure in the eye my eye was kind of aching, actually, just aching a little bit. I was kind of, you know, well, surgery. The guy was kind of, manipulating the eye. I figured it's normal, right? You're going to feel pain. But it was kind of a dull ache, and so when I got to the hospital, they did the pressure test, and I was like, normal pressure is between 10 and 21. My pressure's at 38, so I started freaking out, and it put me on more drops. And so I'm thinking, oh man, don't tell me, if the pressure's a permanent, side effect of the surgery, that's gonna suck. I have to put drops in my eyes forever, and you start jumping to conclusions. That's me. My wife gets mad at me when I do it. But then I discovered that through further research, the doctor should have told me this, but he didn't tell me that. He didn't volunteer this information. They had me on prednisone steroid drops for the eyes, right, to fight off any infection or whatever. And that the steroids causes the pressure to increase, and in some case increase significantly. So they had me on a lot of steroids for my eye. And so I just, they reduced that, and I've heard from other people that after about, once you get off the prednisone, the pressure returns to normal. So I'm very happy to find out that, because I was freaking out, but that's me, right? That's me, the worry wart. All right, let's keep going here. We have a 6.5 copy of X-Men 120. I'll go back to the right there. Okay, X-Men 120. Get that all fixed up there. Okay, guys, this is box number 1 of 5. If you're just getting here now, I have 4 more boxes to go through. Another 100 comics after these ones. X-Men 99 and an 8.5. X-Men 106 and a 9.0. It's awesome. White pager. And then we have also another X-Men 105 and also a 9.0 white pager. And last one from this box is an X-Men 133 8.5, also a nice white pager. Gorgeous books. Some would argue these are some of the best run of comics in comics history would be this run of X-Men. And I would have to agree. I really enjoyed reading those when I was a kid. All right, there we go. That's, my friends, is box number 1. Let's go back to the chat, and I'll go to box number 2 in just a moment. Nice little pot of gold right there with ASM. Yeah, I would have to say so. Judge Dredd at Comic-Con this weekend. Who? Which Judge Dredd's at Comic-Con this weekend? I didn't know anybody. An actor? Which actor? Hey, Kiwi, how you doing? Davey Clare, can you see straight now? Sort of. Still okay. Okay, Wayne. Oops, sorry about that. No problem, Wayne. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. Yeah, we only have 16 likes, and 33 of you guys are in here. I'm working hard. Working damn hard. Another 100 books to go still. Hope my voice can hold up. Michael Edmonds says, guys, do a shot every time he opens another box. It's what St. Patrick would have wanted. You know what? I should have got green water or green. I don't drink, guys, so I could have got green ginger ale or something, but imagine it's green. Okay. Oh. Carl Urban's at the Comic-Con this weekend? I didn't see him even on there. All right. Wait, is it the whole cast of, what do you call it? You know, are they all there? The whole cast? I thought it was, I didn't realize he was there. That's cool. How are you finding CGC return times? They're fine. The CGC return times are excellent. Very excellent. Books are coming back speedily. Very, very fast. All right, guys. That was box number 1. I wasn't joking. We have 5 boxes to do here. So and I'm so happy about this because now my daughter can sort these darn things. They've been sitting here for a long time. So again, if you're seeing these books tonight, no, you can't pick them up tomorrow because they will not be ready for tomorrow. I apologize for that, but that's the way it has to be. Let's move this aside and I'll get box number 2. And I still can't lift anything up. That's another thing. I can't lift heavy boxes up. My buddy Roy came to the shop today and helped me. I got some boards and bags in. He came and he carried a whole bunch of stuff up for me. I was really appreciative of that. All right, now this is a one-person order. Let me tell you about this. This is Patrick's order, I believe. Hi, Patrick, if you're there. Now, Patrick, he had all these 1980s Marvels that he wanted me to, Canadian price variants. He wanted me to pre-screen, and he said, I want 9698. That's what he's hoping for. Now, the first 3 of these were books that, you know this is true, Patrick, you gave me that day you came in. You said, here, I want these ones done anyways. So these ones did not hit the echelon or the marker that I had put on it. But I'm happy to report that all the other books, except for one, came back 9698. Which is very good. One came back at 9.4, but all the other ones that I selected, I thought these had the shot at being 9698, did come back, in fact, 9698, except for these ones, the ones that Patrick chose. But you know what? That's okay. Here we go. Enjoy these Canadian price variants. If we have doubles, I might go a little quicker on this one. So we got an 8.5, number 2 Canadian price variant, Marvel Secret Wars, and I think this one here was also one chosen by our friend Patrick. It was a 9.0, the same book. Now again, these are all Canadian price variants. All of these books are. And then another one in a 7.5. All right, so there you go. And I think the rest are the ones that I selected, I believe, which is cool. Let's put this right there, and we'll go right to the next one. We got a whole bunch in here, so let's see what we got. All right, down there. All right, here we go. So we got, again, a lot of Secret Wars books. We've got a number 5, and that came back a 9.6. Another number 5 came back also a 9.6. I'm checking for cracks as we go along here. We've got a number 4, came back a 9.6. Another number 4, 9.8. Another number 4, 9.8. And these all Boy, when these books came to me, guys, you would not have believed the bags they were in. They were atrocious. So pretty happy they all came back. Another 9.8 right there. And then another 9.6 right there. Let's put these babies back. We'll go to chat. See what you guys are saying. Oh, so the boys are coming. All right, yeah, okay, that's cool. You know what? I think I should have known that, but I didn't. I'm going to the Comic-Con on Sunday. That's my plan with Jack. We're going to head over there. He wanted to go to the Comic-Con. We'll go for the afternoon. He's got a hockey game first thing in the morning, and then we're going to swing out to Toronto, park the car, have a bite to eat, and go spend lots of money on overpriced comic books at the Comic-Con. Right? I bought a photo op for my son with Carl for Sunday. Oh, it's sick. Maybe I'll see you over there. 33 watching, 19 likes. That math does not add up. You lurkers, come on. You're all subscribers. Hit that like button. Please do. That'd be really much appreciated. Very much appreciated. It's a shame now. 9.6 is 25% of the value of a 9.8. That's true. It is. People are buying the grades, not the books. And the centerfold of the Secret Wars 4 is my favorite. I can't even recall it, but it's probably pretty sick. We'll keep going with this. And we have another 9.8. And then a 9.6 again of number 6. And then a number 6 also in a 9.8. Number 6 again in a 9.8. These aren't Canadian price variants though, are they? No, these are normal ones. Sorry, I guess not all of them are Canadian price variants. I apologize. I thought they were all, but they're not. Here's another 9.8. And then a Secret Wars number 2. Number 2 in a 9.6. And then the same book in a 9.8. And then the same book again in a 9.6. I'll start putting it back in here. Got a cool, fantastic 4.75 price, Canadian price variant of this one here, 9.8, Fantastic Four. All right. All right. Oh, shit. I'll go backwards, guys. Here we go. Boom. 9.8. As I put them away. 9.8. 9.8. That kind of works, actually. 9.6. I really need a producer to run my video for me while I do this. It'd make my life a lot easier. Friday night was probably not the best night to do this video, to be honest with you. I usually get a lot more people on here on a Monday or a Tuesday, but I had such a backlog of books that I had to do it, and Sunday is an absolute write-off, unfortunately. There's a Leaf game on tonight, and it's St. Paddy's Day. I can't imagine a lot of people are going to be sitting around their computers, except for us. All right, another 9.6, and then a 9.8. There you go. All right, let's go back, continue then. All right, so we had a 9.4 copy of Secret Wars 12. There we go. 9.6 of Secret Wars. Oh my lord. Canadian price variant. They screwed up. I feel so bad for Patrick. He's got no luck with CGC's concerned. They always screw up something with his order. Here's a number 10. They got that right. 9.6. 9.6. Nine six and a 9.8. Final. There you go, guys. So the majority of those I would say were 9.6. 9.8's coming in second, obviously, and then 1.94, and a couple of earlier ones was a 9.0 and an 8.5. All from the same batch. I'll be honest, these were quite rough, to be honest. They didn't have backing boards. They were all loose, like in old old plastic, yellowy plastic bags. And out of those, I picked the books I thought would had defects that would clean up enough to get a 9.6 or a 9.8. And so, you know, had Patrick said, I want a 9.8, I would have recommended probably to go with a pre-screen to make sure he would get that 9.8, but he was happy, he was content with a 9.6. So that's what we did. And yeah, so hopefully he'll be happy with those. All right, so that's box number 2 of 5 boxes, guys. 5 boxes to go. Don't go anywhere. We are just getting, the party is just getting started. Let's see who else is coming in. I fixed that. I'm sorry about that. Have you seen the new CGC magazine holder? No, I have not. I can't wait because I've got magazines. I have walkthrough magazines that have been there that belong to Rob from the Toronto Comic Book Show for about 2 months, and we paid walkthrough prices, and he hasn't gotten his friggin' magazines back yet. Wayne, since comics have dropped so much in price, unless you're selling at a Comic-Con, have people walked away from graded comics they sent? They better not. No, not yet. Don't give me any ideas. No. Some people have called and said, can we relook at the invoice? If you haven't started working on them yet, could you avoid doing this one or that one? I've had that. But to be honest, Wayne, like today, you know, a guy submitted another 50 books. I mean, people are submitting books. You know, if the guys that were in it for the quick buck, I'll be honest, those guys are gone. They're gone right now. Maybe they'll be back, but they're gone. But guys that have a history with comic books, guys who've been collecting for a long time, that weren't necessarily in it for the dollar, they're still around and they still want their books graded and they still need to get their books pressed. So we're still very busy. We really are. I have really big orders we're working on. So have things slow down? I think the submission rate has slowed down, but guys are still submitting the books. I have dealers who still want their books done too. So yeah, it is what it is. And if it does bounce back again, I think people want to have their books ready to go. I don't think people want to get stuck in the lurch again, like where they have to wait 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 10 months, a year to get their books back. So now we're at this time where CGC grading is probably, you get your books back within 3 weeks, probably. You got to wait, you know, I still think the good pressers, the guys out there that have been around for a long time, their waiting times are usually between 12 weeks, 16 weeks, something like that. Some of these guys, I've seen some guys online. Guys, I mean, the old school guys, the guys have been around like from when we started all this. We've been around for a long time. We're still busy. Yeah, so, but no one has done that, thank goodness. The true believers are here. Chuck, how are you, my friend? Kind of like the mortgage issues in USA on 2008. Walking away from houses. Yeah, I think walking away from a mortgage is a little different than walking away from a few comic books, you know. I like when it happens, a little added humor. Oh, okay, good. As long as you're happy, Marty. Peter G. Grading, when introduced for the collectibles, is meant to attract for speculation. Speculators are market manipulation and market manipulation. It's true. Like when CGC first came around, was it for people that were buying and selling and trading and, you know, like almost using comics as a stock exchange, you know, GP and all that? No, I think when CGC first, you know, came along, I remember it coming out at the time, and it was a mixed feelings towards CGC. Some people were for it, many were against it. But collectors that wanted to preserve their books or understand what their book, you know, the grades of their books actually were happy to use CGC. And it's the whole industry has changed. The hobby has changed, right? Like GP analysis, if you use it or not, is almost like a stock exchange for comic books, right? For graded CGC comic books. So yeah, it's a whole different animal now. You know, people have the resources to check, you know, recent solds and to see what the values actually are. And if you are buying books raw, you are almost taking a chance, right? Because you don't know what the actual grade is, and you don't know if there's the book's been tampered with at all. And so there's just all these different components now. You know, the hobby has changed in the last 30 years, for sure it has. Yeah, anyways, let's keep going. I got a lot more books to go through. That was like I said, that was box number 2, and that box belonged exclusively to Patrick. And I hope I didn't lose. There it is. I'm going to take his invoice out so my daughter will find it quickly. I got to be careful not to lift these. I'm sliding these boxes along. Doctor's orders. All right. I'll move that over there. Now we're moving into box number 3. I have no clue what to expect. We haven't seen one of these yet today. But here we go, guys. Right off the bat, a nice copy of Amazing Spider-Man 300 in a 9.0 white pager. We also have a Hulk 181. Haven't seen one of these yet tonight. This is a qualified copy. It is missing the Marvel value stamp from page 10, and it's in a 4.5. At least the green label matches the green color of the Hulk skin. Giant size X-Men #1 in a 6.0. A couple of big boy books here. Wow, we got a lot of orders in this particular pack, guys. We got a qualified restoration copy of Amazing Spider-Man 3, and this one is an ASM 3. Yeah, I think some of these might be a mechanical errors. Let's see. I think I could be wrong. Fast track, express. Nope, none of them. Okay, these are not mechanical errors. Nice copy of Fantastic Four Annual #1 in a 2.5. So we got our nice dose of Silver Age books, guys. We're just getting here now. Please hit that like button. We're only at 23 likes. What's going on? We're usually much higher than that. Wow, that's a nice copy. Amazing Spider-Man 28, black cover, really hard to get in a high grade, and an 8.0 white pager. Nothing wrong with that. All right, guys, we're just getting here now. We're on box number 3 of 5 CGC unboxings. These are books that arrived over the last week and a half. I couldn't obviously do my usual unboxing due to my eye surgery. I am on the mend. I'm feeling much better, and here we are. If you want to take part in our chat, talk about pressing, talk about collecting, talk about anything your heart may desire, hit the subscribe button, jump in the chat, ask your questions, join in the conversation. Let's see what you guys are up to now as I pack these guys up. All right. Collectors lose out on market control to speculators. You know what? Isn't it simple? It's similar to foreign buyers, is it not? You mentioned the mortgage thing, Peter, but you know, I think what's really skewed the market, the housing market here in Ontario anyways, and perhaps it's in your area of the world too, is the foreign investors, foreign buyers coming in and buying all the properties, even residential properties, you know, so much so the prices are driven up, and then the average Joe can't afford to buy a house in their own city or town. I think the same thing you're right, happened to high-end, or I wouldn't say high-end, but key comics. You know, what are the speculators doing? Of course they're going to buy spec books they think are going to eventually go up in value, but they're also going to buy those, you know, the Hulk 181s and the giant size X-Men ones. They're going to buy those too because they're specking that they're going to go up even more, right? So I do agree with you, Peter. Collectors have lost out on a lot of books because the price has been driven up. I mean, look at after that James Gunn. The first appearance of Booster Gold has always been an up and down kind of book, but as soon as James Gunn mentioned Booster Gold, that book jumped to $500 a book again, right? And the day before it was $200-300. Come on. So yeah, it's a real shame. Good. So collectors are back. And that's what I hope. You know, the speculators are great and everything, but I don't know. I don't want to say. You shouldn't buy comic books if you're not a comic, you know, fan. I don't know. I think speculators are fans as well. I don't think they're not fans. They might not be as die-hard as you or me. Like, Peter G, who's here. We all saw his awesome DC comics that came back a few weeks ago. Those are an original collection. Peter bought those books off the shelf in the 1970s. Early 70s, mid 70s, and he has them to this day. He cherishes them. He's a collector and he loves the stories. He loves the art. I get that because that was me as well. But why can't new people come in and enjoy it also? Even if they consider themselves speculators, right? I mean, they're still fans. I think they must be, right? I mean, I've got friends who buy silver and gold and that kind of stuff too, and I just can't get into that. It doesn't really interest me at all. And they speculate. They're speculating all the time on what's going to happen with the gold futures and the silver futures and precious metals and all that kind of stuff. I have zero interest in that. So I don't even if I can make money, I don't get involved in it because I have no interest in it. So I think for the most part, even comic speculators are fans to a certain degree. Do you not think so? Oh, what happened? There we had a little jump there. Oh, we jumped. Okay, so Michael says, I always thought you were protected against non-paying customers. You have their comics as collateral. Yes. Yeah, sure I do. But I'll be honest. There are some guys who submit books, and I'll phone people. And Charlo gets mad at me when I do this. They submitted the books. They should have them done. I go, yes, but if I'm working on books and I don't think the books should be graded, if I think the books are not valuable enough to be graded, I'll call people. Maybe I called you at some point and said, listen, are you sure you want to grade these books? The amount of money you're spending on this book does not warrant it being graded, because it's once it's all said and done, you spent $85 on the book and the book's worth $20. And I see that, where is he? I saw him come in here. Where is he? At Bad Hombres here. We had that discussion in my shop not too long ago about that. Everyone's grading anything, So yeah, I have their books as collateral so long as the books are worth it. That's the thing. Oftentimes, if someone gives me a big order of books, and I've been doing this more often lately, if the books are not valuable enough to cover a non-payment, then I will get payment up front before I go with CGC, because it's too expensive, right? Now, if it's one book, no. But if I have 50 books that are just like, then I might make a phone call. Anyways. Wayne says, are you seeing a lot of modern variants I'm seeing everything being submitted. I see everything still. Today, the 50 books that came in today were all modern books. Every single of the books, 50 books were modern. And they were like, books that we always see around here, Ultimate Fallouts and, what do you call it? Strange Academy, #1, people are still getting these done, guys, right? And are they speculating? Perhaps. Because a book dropped doesn't mean it can't go back up again. I have a hard time believing that some of these books are going to reach those 2022 prices again. But some guys think they will. So, if they want to gamble with that, they can. Spiro, how you doing, Spiro? Good to see you. Does CGC give a yellow label for a signed book with a... No, they do not. They do not. They could care less about the certificate of authenticity. Oh my gosh. Authenticity. There we go. You can tell I haven't been doing these for a couple of weeks. Yeah, no, they don't. So what you can do, what people have done, is they'll send their books to CGC. They'll get the green qualified label, and you'll just put that COA, in the back. So if you go to sell it or keep it with the book, but no, they will not. The only way to get that signature verified is through CBCS's verification system. I still think CGC will at some point offer a similar service. Maybe they won't, but I got a feeling they will at some point. Wayne, okay, you can answer that question as well. Did you enjoy The Last of Us? I'm really enjoying it and have 2 episodes left. James, yes, I really did like the The Last of Us. I watched the final episode last Sunday, and it was quite good. Yeah, it's been a really good series. And that last episode was really quite good as well. I hope you're liking it. I'm glad you're liking it too. I've actually been watching the new Picard, the new Star Trek Picard. Have been enjoying that as well. It really feels like an extension of the Next Generation. I've been enjoying that also. And tonight I'm going to watch The Mandalorian. I still haven't watched the Mandalorian episode from this week. No, I did not play. I have no time to play video games, man. I wish I did. I don't think I'm a gamer. My son would not call me a gamer. I do like he played Red Dead Redemption this last Christmas. I played that for a while, and that was a lot of fun. I could get into a game like that. I just don't have the time to spend hours and hours in front of a video game system. Marty says, but GPA is not relevant in real sales, i.e. eBay, but I believe that GP does. Do they not? Am I wrong? But I was always under the impression that GPA included eBay sales, Heritage Comics, Comic Link, all the main auction houses, and even some, like I bought an AF-15 once off a dealer in the States back like years ago, and my private sale with this dealer was registered on GPA. So it depends if the dealer is registered with GPA or if they're recognized as an authorized seller. So yeah, but I always thought eBay was also a part of that. Am I wrong? Correct me if I am. All right. Stuart's here. How you doing, Stuart? Sorry, I missed you last week. Evening, Kevin. Welcome back. Thank you. Prince Zodiac is here too. I was told CGC was born out of necessity because sellers on eBay were really misleading with their descriptions of books. That makes complete sense because if you think about when eBay started, like eBay late 90s, right? 97, 98, 99. That's kind of when eBay, I think, was in its infancy. And I think CGC kind of spread out in the early aughts, like 2000, 2001, 2002, something like that. So that would make sense, you know? It filled the need, right? A third-party grading system to be impartial and give a grade to a book that someone would like to buy. Yeah, that makes sense, right? James says, never played it, but I thought the show was really good. Yeah, so do I. My son played it, so he was kind of filling me in as we went along. Wayne, what is the restoration on the ASM3 Color Touch? Oh, let's see. There it is. It is Color Touch on cover, top edge of cover trimmed. There it is. Yep. We discovered another book today that was trimmed for a customer. I really don't want to call him because he was so excited about the book. He was so excited the book was a really nice high grade copy of Avengers 8, and we discovered the back cover was trimmed. I think the top of the book was trimmed. He's going to be brokenhearted. But then I have to ask myself, did you take it out of the bag before you bought it? Did you take it out of the bag before you bought it, my friends? Countrymen, fellow collectors, take the book out of the bag before you buy it and look at the whole darn thing. You know, I get guys in here, again, having a conversation with a client today about, expectations from your presser. Whether I'm your presser or you have a local presser, whoever, you can only expect so much. Okay? Not every book can be a 9.8. I wish it could. I told you, if I could guarantee that every book could be a 9.8, I wouldn't be here right now. I would be doing my own books, and I'd be down in, maybe down in like Bahamas relaxing this week because I'd be a millionaire, right? If I could predetermine. Bad Hombre's here. I don't know if he's still here now, but I mean, Bad Hombre's very, very, very meticulous when he's buying his books. We have these conversations. He looks at the books so carefully. Back, front, you have to look at the books and you have to recognize what problems can be fixed and what problems cannot. Even if the problem is minute, a minute problem on a modern book is a big problem, guys, okay? A minute problem on a modern book is a big problem. You are not going to probably get a 9.8. Okay, unless the grader misses it. But come on, Now, on older books, minute problems are oftentimes overlooked, or they're given a little bit, I wouldn't say overlooked, but they're given a little bit of leeway. But on modern books, that's not the case. It's just not the case. So you have to investigate your books, examine those books before you lay down your hard-earned cash on any book. And, you know, take it out and look. And if the guy selling the book doesn't want to take it out, then don't buy the book. Move on. Lots of fish in the sea, right? But you want to inspect those books. Even me, guys, I think I've got a pretty damn good eye looking at books. Like I showed you that box of Patrick's we just did. I pretty much said 9698 on that entire box, and I was bang on. But I mean, I bought those 4 books or 5 books a few weeks back. I did the video on that. I pressed them once. They're going to go back in again, a few of them. But after they came out, I'm like, oh, where I thought I might get 3 9/8, I'd be lucky if I get 1. Okay. And that's me, the pro. Okay. So you got to be really, you know, examine those books with a fine-tooth comb and make sure you take the books out of the bag. I don't care how good the front cover looks. 50% of that grade's on the back cover. So get out there and look at it. Okay. Bad Hombre book of the night so far is at Spidey 28. I'd have to agree with you on that way. Prince Zodiac says, hey, Doc, did you mention at one time that if you had a book with an unverified SIG, you could request a blue label and take a hit on the grade? That is what I've always been told. And I have tried it before. I put notes on it and they have listened. Yeah. So... but I don't know, man. I think I would rather have a green label 9.8 than a blue label 9.4 or 9.6. That's me. I don't know. And I've seen green label 9.8s. So, Daniel's here. How you doing, Daniel? Hey, Kevin, do you... Oh, sorry. Whoa. What's going on here? It jumped. Wow, it jumped. Sorry about that. The P-Man. That ASM 28 is gorgeous. It is. Paul's here. Hey, Paul, how's it going? Hi, Doc. Scott Riley says, I think that ASM 28 might be mine. We'll soon see. And if it is... Brian Bowman's here. Hi, all. Welcome back, Kevin. How is the recovery? It's going good, Brian. Thanks for asking. And Brian, I got to talk to you about something, actually. Maybe give me a call once this stream is over for a quick second. Regarding your Conan the Barbarian #1. Solo Wookie says, so if all these key books were steady low price that never went up, everyone would complain they're worthless. Never happy community. Well, the community's happy. we're also bitter, aren't we? Comic book fans, movie fans, complain. You know. But yeah, it is. We are, you know, it's supply and demand, right? It's supply and demand. If people want a book, it's going to go up. If people don't want a book, it's going to go down. If the market's kind of slowing down, people get scared. People stop buying. The prices come down. It's the way it kind of goes, right? You can still speculate on books. Nothing wrong with that. And look at the ASM 129s there. There was kind of a lull there about 3 months ago. I know I have an 8.0 I was going to sell for $5,000 a year ago. I didn't. Should have, but didn't. The book dropped down like $2,500. So I decided just to hang on to it until it kind of climbed back up. Then they mentioned the Punisher in that Daredevil series. All of a sudden it starts going back up again. So you can still speculate. You can still buy books in hopes, you know, to flip it or sell it or upgrade it or trade it or whatever. But I mean, yeah. Solo Wookie, I don't know. Nature of the beast. It's who we all are. Joe Seaborn agrees with you. Wayne, Slow Rookie, my issue is with forced worth on a book, driven simply by artificial value caused by variance, 1 of 25, rather than quality of story, art, etc. To Elon pumping his stocks. Listen, just like that Ultimate Fallout 4 that I did a few weeks back that came back in 9.8. $40,000 book, 1 in 25. Would I buy that book? No way in hell would I buy that book. But I'd have to agree with Wayne there. There's this, is it an artificial value? I don't know. Someone put down $40-some-odd thousand for that book. And therefore, a precedent has been made. And because that precedent has been made, the next guy ain't going to sell it for much cheaper than what the last one sold for, right? It's like my Camaro. I'm thinking of selling my Camaro, my 81 Camaro, right? The prices have been steadily going up over the last 3 years. Am I going to sell it for what I had, you know, what they were going for 2, 3, 4 years ago? No way, man. I'd rather just keep it. But I don't know. It's a hard thing, man. Something's only worth what someone's willing to pay for it. So it is frustrating though. If you really want a book for your collection and it's out of touch because the price is out of touch. Yeah, it gets to be kind of frustrating. I totally agree. Bad Hombre says, you should do a book of the night based on rarity and grade. Perhaps that person gets one free press later. Oh, come on, Bad Hombre. Well, he's trying to get a free press out of me. But not a bad idea, though. Book of the night. Almost like a player of the night, like when we're watching hockey, right? We'll talk about that. We'll see you tomorrow, eh, Mike? Dan M says, hey, Kevin, do you do unboxing of books here that were sent to be reslabbed because of an incorrect label, or just fresh books? Everything, because I don't know if they've been, I don't check if they're reslabbed. Like I get the invoices like this, and I don't check the invoices before I undo a box. So if it's mechanical error, I just replay it again. Sorry. Yeah. Davy Clare, CGC doing a verified SIG would be the dagger in CBCS's back. I think so too. I've said that before, Davy, but they just don't want to do it for some reason. Chuck Hensley says GPA does not have Comic Link. Okay, but they do have eBay though, right, Chuck? Bad Hombre, GPA includes eBay, Heritage does not include Comic Link. There you go. Bad Hombre has clarified that. Warren says, I don't think they do Comic Link, but the rest, yes. There you go. And why don't they do Comic Link? Why don't they do Comic Link? That's curious, isn't it? Because I know a lot of guys that use Comic Link. I think this box done. No, I got more in this box to do, guys. We got to keep going here. Oh wow, lots of books here still. Oh, okay, we got to keep going. Tons of Silver Age goodness here, guys. Hey, hit that like button if you've done so already, please. Okay, here we go. We got a Silver Surfer #1 and a 3.5. Lots of Silver Age beauties in here. Make sure it's not cracked. All right, there we go. We have also another. Oh, I've been seeing these more and more. Is this? Maybe this has got to be. Maybe this is a. Are these not? Sorry, guys. Bear with me. I got a feeling these are the mechanical error, but they might not be. No, it's not a mechanical error. These are not mechanical errors. So congratulations to somebody, because. Boom, look at that. There you go. A 9.8 white page. That's like the third one in recent unboxing, which is fantastic because that book is really hard to get in a 9.8. Same owner. He submitted 3 of them. He had a 9.8, he got a 9.6, and oh, no, maybe just 2 of them. Maybe just 2 of them. Submariner #1 and a 6.5. We have got a Hulk 102 and a 4.5. Steranko Captain America 110. Not my favorite Steranko cover, that's for sure. Excuse me, but it's an 8.0 white pager. Nothing wrong with that. First appearance of the Rhino in Amazing Spider-Man 41. Nice. We've got Tales to Astonish 52. Nice. And I think I'm too high. All right. Let's go back here. Everyone tell me about that. All right. Wayne says, lessons learned. Take the book out. Look at every page. Count the pages. You may not catch color touch or trimming, but man, does 0.5 hurt when you think you have a grail, speaking from experience. Yeah, nothing like getting burned on anything we buy, guys. Not just comic books, but anything in life. Anything we buy, you know, you get stung and you feel it and it hurts. We work hard for our money, right? And the last thing we want to do is get burned. Marco Coletta's in the house. How you doing, Marco? Good to see you. Yes, take that book out of the bag. I remember I bought an ASM 301 and the seller was getting pissy that I wanted to see the book out of the bag, as if I was crazy for asking. Give me a freaking break. Like, seriously. Like, I never just open a bag. If I go to a store, I ask, could I see, you know, can I see the book? And they ask, they know who I am. I'm the comic doctor. No, they usually don't care if I do it because I'm usually very careful. But, you know, they know me. But if they don't know me, I'm like, hey, man, take it out. Let me have a look at it. You know, I'm going to look at this book. You know, yeah, that's the way it should be. How they get mad by looking at it is ridiculous. All right, let's keep going here. Nice high-grade copy of Amazing Spider-Man 136. Let's get back to the overhead cam in 9.2. We got a copy of Swamp Thing #1 in a 7.0. Ooh, there we go. Man Thing, Adventures into Fear #10. It starts his own solo series here. Sweet. We have a Warlock Marvel Premiere #1 in a 7.0. We have an X-Men with color touch on the cover. I see it, but okay. 8.5, and the color touch, I think, is just over along the purple line there. I think. 7.5 copy of Amazing Spider-Man 100. Anniversary issue. And I will finish this box off just like, I'll show you. We have an Amazing Spider-Man 39 and a 4.0. Right there. And we also have an Amazing Spider-Man 50. First appearance of the Kingpin himself in a 1.0. This one I think has a full cover split, is it? No, it doesn't say. But it's, oh, maybe it doesn't. Oh, it has to. They didn't mention it. Oh, yeah, it does. This book has a full, you know, you can see the, I don't know if you can see on the edge there, right there. Pretty sure this has got a cover. The whole front cover is, you know, removed. They didn't make mention of it, but they gave it a 1.0. All right. We also have an Amazing Spider-Man #36. First appearance of the Looter in a 4.0. And I love those Amazing Spider-Man books, don't we? We have also an Amazing Spider-Man 30. Oh, no, not 30. #90, Death of Captain George Stacy. There it is, in a 6.5. There you go. That's box #3. Box #3. So let me put these babies all back. I will go back to the chat room as I pack them up. 2 more boxes to go. Whew, it's hot as hell in here, but that's okay. We'll keep going. Frank DeStassi says, "Hey Kevin, how goes it, and how is your surgery?" It goes well, and my surgery so far, I have to say, it was a great success. Do you have room to drop off some comics tomorrow? Yes, come on by. Pretty stacked day tomorrow, but you are welcome to come by the shop. I'll be there from 11 till 1 tomorrow. Actually, I think one or two, I think, moved their appointments. So, yeah, I think you can come tomorrow. Bad Hombre says, you got to book an appointment. Mine is for 12. No, you're all good. Yeah, you're all good. It has something to do with how Comic Link maintains its data, as I have heard. Chuck is referring to why Comic Link is not being used as a resource for comic book GPA. And he says something about them not storing their data properly. I don't know. All I know is that a lot of people do use Comic Link, and it's one of the big houses, like the auction houses. So they should try to include them, I would think. Right? I think the more data you have, the better. And by not including them, I think it's a mistake. You know, if they were a nobody, I would see it. I also think that, well, listen, does that mean that GPA is in bed with CGC? I think maybe to a certain extent. Perhaps, you know, CBCS books. I think for a company like CBCS or any of these other third-party companies to be taken seriously, they should be recognized on platforms like, you know, GPA. If they're not, then their credibility, I think, sinks a little bit, which is a shame. Again, I don't like CBCS, guys. I've said that before, but on the same token, competition's good. Nothing wrong with competition. It's nice to have opportunities to go somewhere else and try other companies out, right? Nothing wrong with that. Okay, that's box #3. 2 more boxes to go. All right, the other one's a little farther away. Let's see if I can reach it here without breaking my neck. Give me a second. Okay. All right, that wasn't so bad. One more box after this. This box has a few orders in it as well. 4 different people's orders in this book, on this box, sorry. So without further ado, we should get started because time is of the essence here. We have a Hulk 180 and a 3.5 lower grade. I'll move this over so you can see it. We also have an Iron Man Submariner number 1 and a 4.5. We have a Spider-Man McFarlane. Okay, here we got an unverified Silver Edition Spider number 1, and we have a signature right there of Todd in gold, not verified. So the book got a 9.6. So it's my understanding that this book is a true 9.6, right? That it didn't lose that point for the signature because it's a green label. So if this is a blue label, this would be probably like a 9.4 or 9.2 because of that signature, right? That's my understanding. But I don't think it's really clearly, this book looks like a 9.6, actually. It actually looks like a 9.6. There's some rubbing on the top there. So I would have to say that's probably an accurate grade on that one. So, yeah, all right. New Teen Titans, first appearance of Mr. Nightwing in a 9.6. All right, we also have a copy of the Huntress, number 1, first appearance of the new Huntress. And that's a 9.8. That's the grade we all want to see. Oh, 9.9 would be nice too. Here we go. 9.8 copy of Amazing Spider-Man 361. And we've got a nice copy of The Man Called Nova in a 9. That's not bad, 9.4. It's got a little bit of a tear up top there, so happy to see that in a 9.4. A Mega Man number 1. Boom, 9.8. White Pager, first appearance of Lobo. And now I have to pack again because I've run out of room. Paul O'Brien says, is 5,000 to 10,000 a good price on a coverless complete CGC no grade copy of AF-15? Oh, that's a hard one, man. That's a hard one. I don't know. I guess if you think, like, I knew a guy who had a bunch of folios of that book and they were selling for 3,000, 2,000, 3,000, just for the folio for like a page. So yeah, I guess, because you could easily take that book apart and sell each page like folio for like $2,000, and maybe even more for the very first page. You might get $5,000 just for the first page. So maybe that is a good price, Scott says, yes, definitely my order. Good to see. Excellent, Scott. We'll get that all organized for you. Frank says, thanks, no problem. Marco, to be honest, it's hard to trust GPA sites these days. A lot of the shenanigans going on between auction houses and some sites. Yeah. And let's be honest, even the CGC, what do you call it? The census is totally skewed, Like, I'm not sending back my labels in a speedy fashion. I've sent some back here and there, but they don't go back like every week. So even the CGC census is not accurate. So if you're saying it's the only one in the census, or the only 2, or there's 25 higher, are there? It's not really that accurate. So Paul says, Hulk, what are you, 180, first appearance of Wolverine, nice. Yes. Uh-oh, Paul O'Brien, you're playing with fire. Let the games begin. Yes, 361 stays alive. You got that right. We've got an Amazing Spider-Man 238. Okay, 9.4. I guess the tattoos are in there. There's no mention of the tattoos, but it's a 9.4. We've got a copy of Batman Detective Comics 523. First appearance of Killer Croc in a cameo. That's a nice copy in a 9.6. Predator number 1 in a 9.6. Another Predator number 1, 9.8. Not bad at all, man. I laugh at this because I see these books going out all the time, and we're getting a lot of nice results on these Bane books. Like, we get them to 9.8 quite frequently, and sometimes I see them, I'm like, this is not going to get a 9.8, and they're coming back 9.8s, and I see them go out. Guys, I handle every single book you've seen here. They've gone through these hands, every single book. And so I see them as they go, and I do all the CGC paperwork for all these, so I handle them all the time. And I haven't seen many not come back a 9.8, and I'm kind of shocked, to be honest, because I sometimes feel that they're not going to get a 9.8, but I'm happy they are. So this is your book. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. What else we have here? Nice. Punisher number 1 in a 9.8. Boom. Happy, happy days. 9.8 copy. First appearance of your friend and mine, Gambit. Beautiful. Very, very good. All right. That was a nice stack of books there. Nice 9.8s. We got to like that. Oh, did I do that again? Oh, I did it again. Here we go. There we go. 9.8, 9.8. Marty likes when I do that. He thinks it's funny. You get to see them now, though. There's the Bane I was talking about a couple of minutes ago. A Predator there is 9.8. And I think the one below it's a 9.6, if I remember correctly. Boom, look at that. What a memory. I can't use my my dissolve between cameras, my switching thing, but there you go. 9.6 Detective Comic. And finally, the 9.4. Usually on this book, they do mention the tattoos. No tattoos mentioned at all. So I guess you just got to accept the fact that it's there. So nothing wrong with that. Okay. Some nice 9.8s there, my friends. We will now continue. All right. $9.4 copy. That's about right. Of a Batman 423. Right there. Wolverine number 1, 1988. And a 9.4. Also, this one I can totally see why. Okay. Wolverine number 1. Okay. Okay, see, I'm shocked this got a 9.8. I'm absolutely shocked this got a 9.8. I remember this book. Hey, man, all the power to you guys. But this book has this book right here. Actually, I'll show it to you. I'll see if I can show it to you. This book, actually, I remember this book 100%. And I was calling this book a 9496. It has a color-breaking crease right there. Look, can you see it right there? Yeah, right, there's a little color-breaking crease there. It's a crease. And we played with it, and it flattened out quite a bit, but there's color missing. So, you know, guys who come on here and get mad at me sometimes for complaining about all the 9.6s, you know, I'm complaining it's a 9.8. Because I don't know. What do you want me to say? I'm happy it's a 9.8 for the person whose book this belongs to, but I mean, like, that's not very accurate. But anyways, here's another 9.8. Oh, it was bound to happen, my friends. Bound to happen. Bop, 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 bop. First crack of the day, 9.8. So 9.8 at least, copy of Wolverine number 8. So I'll put this one aside. She'll be going back to CGC this week to get re-slabbed. That's not bad though. 4 boxes, but 1 crack so far. Oh, I spoke too soon. 2 cracks. There we go. Invaders number 1 and a 9.2. A nice big crack on that one as well. I'll put that one off to the side also. You get a nice look at that. Nice looking book. Unfortunately, a nice crack in the slab. Okay, I hope that's the last one. Hope that's the last. I'm going to inspect this one very carefully. Looks all right. All right, we got a 9.0 Avengers Annual number 10. Is that a chip? I can't tell. Can't tell if it's a damn chip or not. 9.8 copy of Sandman number 1. But look at this. Where is it? Can you see it? It's like right here. I'll go over here. It seems like there's a chip there, but there's no chip. That's weird. I'll have to inspect that one a little closer. Amazing spot. Oh, come on. I can't tell if there's same thing on this one. This is Amazing Spider-Man 316, white pages 9.6, and it's got this one's got even worse. You guys can't see it though. There, you can check that out. You see that down here? It's smooth here, so I can't tell if that's a crack or not. What am I supposed to do with that? Like, is that a crack? It seems like a crack. I'm gonna put it off to the side. I'll put it off to the side. I'll take pictures and send it to them and see what they say. All right, another one. 9.8 this time, also with a crack. Same deal. That one is cracked. You can see it. See that? Yeah, that's no, that's like 5 books I got to send back. It starts getting heavy. You know what I'm saying? And frustrating. So the back end of this box was all cracked. Yeah, this one too. Frig. 9.4 Miss Marvel number 1, white pages, again with some weird cracking. I'm gonna have to send pictures to CGC. Lucky me. Okay, comes to the territory, I guess, my friends. Let's go back to the chat before the last. I gotta look at this now. So this one has it too. They better pay for that. They all see. I don't know. They all have this weird. Even the Wolverine number 1 has it, like right down here. It's right there. You see that little chip? It's like it's not smooth though, but it's like. I'm gonna have to write them a letter about that. They all have it. Every single one has it. All these last few books have it. They might not consider that a flaw. I have to contact them. I have to contact them on that one. The Batman has it. All these books have it. Very frustrating. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to have to send an email to their customer service and see which of these other guys have it. And this whole box seems to have it, even back to this Iron Man. Maybe it's not a crack. A lot of these do have it though, so I'm gonna have to send these back. So anyways, it is what it is. How about these guys? They have it too? Yeah, they all have it. This whole box has it. They might say that, and they even say if they don't determine that the crack is an actual crack, you got to pay for it. So I have to confirm with them first whether or not those are actually cracks, and if not, it's the way it is. They might say it's the nature of the beast. It's the way the books or the slabs are sometimes, right? Which is kind of bullshit, but the way it's got to go. Sorry, I'm just packing these babies up, guys. Give me one sec. We got one box to go, guys. We're just getting here now. We got one more box. I have no idea what's in it. We've been going for about an hour 15. That's not bad. Zipping through it. All right, so I will have to mark that box and deal with them later. Let's go over to the chat room, see what you guys are saying. Epic beard, Doc. Hey, Dennis, how's it going? Yeah, it's getting there. I'm going for a nice trim tomorrow. Gambit needs the coolest movie made. They'll get there soon, Dennis. Marco says, wow, how did that get through? Early morning grading, I guess. Yeah, I'm slinging his cards around. Grader's birthday? Yeah, maybe. CGC needs better shipping materials, foam corners. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they need something to protect them, or have like foam in between each one, because what's happening is they're banging into each other, right? And that damage on those books is on every single slab in the exact same place. I would smooth the sharp acrylic edges with a lighter, and just leave it and call it collateral energy blast. You could. Blade Man 408's in the house. Stevie, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Step on a crack. Yeah, Marco, my X101 has the same weird crack as those slabs. Yeah, I think it's, again, I think they're going to come back and say, that's okay. That's totally acceptable. I really do. But I'm going to call them. Also, I'm not going to call them. I'm going to text them and see what they say. It looks like the inside of the plastic. It does, because it's all smooth on the outside, right? It's smooth on the outside, and it looks like inside there's like a bit of a crack there. So call the acrylic repair center. He probably is quicker. Marty P. GPA shows coverless AF-15 for $12,500. Again, coverless copies are quite pricey because the pages themselves could be upwards of $5,000 for one page. So it makes sense. Bad Hombre, type of rifle, I think. Oh, an AF-15. Hey, Brouhaha, long time. GPA, there's a reason the stock markets are regulated by Fed and SEC. You're killing me. All right, let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going. Let's hope that these guys, there's no cracks in these babies. Yeah, not really. Nice copy of Catwoman 39 in a 9.8. Here we go. Some more modern beauties for you. We've got a Archie Valentine Spectacular number. Yeah, you know what, guys? This one's got it too. I think this is becoming the nature of the beast with these things. 9.8 as well. We have a 9.2 copy of Spider ASM 301. We have an ASM 210 and a 9.0. Yeah, I think that's the nature of the beast. Another one in a 9.4. And we also have an Amazing Fantasy number 1 in a 9.4 as well. Alpha Flight number 1 Canadian price variant. The hell's all that? Oh, those are just scuffs. Okay. And that's a 9.4 as well. All right, I'm going to take these, put these away. We'll go back to chat. Daniel M says, come on, Batman 386, last box magic. Yeah, we're going to try. We're going to try. It's really frustrating, though, you know, when you see those little scuff marks or scratches or whatever. It's disheartening, you know. It's a lot of work to do this. And, you know, I don't know what they're going to say to me when I talk to them on Monday about this. It's frustrating. A lot of extra work that shouldn't have to be, you know. Like me personally, I'll be honest, personally, I could care less if my slab's got a little scuff or even a minute micro crack. Who cares? That's me. That's me, right? But some people get really, really ticked off about it. All right. We said, Dennis says, don't tell me AF-15 is the first Spider-Man. Sure is. Come on. Dennis, you've been here long enough to know that. All right. We have got Spider-Man 209 and a 9.8. These are Peter's books. I remember this. It's got a few of these, I think. We've got an Avengers 232 and a 9.4. We have another one in a 9.6. Another one again in a 9.4. Amazing Fantasy 15 again in a 9.4. We've got Amazing Spider-Man 209. Oops. Yeah, no crack. In a 9.6. Oh, nice. 298 of this book. First appearance of Calypso. Exactly the same spot, guys. Everyone. Marco, is yours in the exact same spot too? Because these are all in the same spot. It's weird. We've got a Wonder Man Marvel Premiere featuring Wonder Man number 55 in a 9.2. Got to go back. Coconut should ship comics. Coconut should ship comics with foam corner bumpers. LOL. CGC. Yeah, some kind of a foam protection would be nice. It never came up. My brother who transisted last month had an AF-15. Yep, same spot, 1962. Interesting, Dennis. Yeah, so again, very, very aggravating. I'm gonna have to contact them on this one. It's almost like 2 full boxes that got to have those on there, but you're saying yours are like that too. So obviously it's probably becoming a very common issue. All right, almost done, guys. A few more to go. And we'll be all done. Okay, what else we got here? We've got a Marvel Team Up number 95 and a 9.4. We have got a Poison Ivy number 1 and a 9.8. We've got a Pokemon number 3, or a Pikachu Boogaloo number 3 and an 8.0. These books were pretty rough, if I recall. Got a few of these Pokemons. Yeah, here's a 4.5 copy on this one. And then this one here, and a 9.0. I'm not sure what the heck they are. Star Wars number 68 and a 9.2. And last but not least, another Pokemon book, a number 1 and a 9.2. All right, guys, there you go. That is it. Let's go back to the chat. Any other? Nope, no other questions. That's cool, guys. It's been an hour and 22. I'm going to be signing off really, really quick. Guys, thanks so much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed that five box extravaganza. There's a lot of books, and I am parched now, having talked for the last hour 20. If you want more, make sure you hit that notification bell. I'll be going live again. Excuse me, probably on Monday or Tuesday night. By hitting that notification bell, you will know when I do just that. I thank you all for coming out. Have a fantastic weekend. Have a fantastic rest of your St. Paddy's Day evening celebration if you're having that. Some of you I'll see tomorrow at the shop. I look forward to seeing you there. And until next time, my friends, have a great night. Take care again. And see you all again very, very soon. Later. Bye now.